I need to figure out what I'm gonna wear to the Eras tour. Okay, this task feels so big and overwhelming, but I'm tackling it now. I feel like I need to do this in advance. Also, happy Tortured Poets Department release week last week when this video is coming out. So it felt like the right time to be figuring this out, because I'm like, what the hell do I wear? What the hell do I wear? I am going to see the Eras tour twice. I've got tickets for London in June and in August. Yes, I am very lucky. Yes, I am so excited. So I need 2 outfits, and this is what I'm thinking. I don't want to buy anything new. So I'm gonna mostly be doing secondhand, pre-loved, charity shops, vintage, like we're going in that realm. If I do buy anything new, I want it to be from like a small independent business. That's the plan. And the reason why I'm buying anything new at all rather than rummaging through my current wardrobe is because this feels like a special occasion, and I do not have many special occasion outfits or clothes. Like, my whole wardrobe is very casual, which I love for daily use, but for the Eras tour, I want to wear something special. I want to feel like I'm going out, which as a toddler mum doesn't happen very often. So I do want to put together some really special outfits. Try my best to, at least. I have decided on my Eras, and the 2 that I have chosen to base my outfits around are Red and Lover. Hear me out. So Red was the first album of Taylor Swift's that I got into unironically. No longer was she a guilty pleasure. This was my 2nd year of uni, and me and my housemates were just obsessed. It was like, okay, yes, I'm officially converted. I'm a Taylor Swift fan. And I love that album. I also think it's got some of the best vault tracks on the Taylor's version. It's such a good album. I love it. I love that album. And it's so nostalgic for me as well. 1989 is another big Taylor Swift album for me because that's the first and only other time I've seen her on tour for the 1989 era, but I just don't vibe with the aesthetic of the 1989 era. So I was like, sorry 1989. Whereas Red, I like it. And then I picked Lover because I had a real moment with Lover. I love Lover. I loved Lover. But then COVID happened, and Loverfest and like the tour, and I had tickets to see her British Summertime in Hyde Park, and it never happened. I never like fully got to actualize my Lover moment and my Lover self. And also the like pink and pastel kind of vibe feels slightly out of my comfort zone, but something that I'm like excited to like dive into, because then that makes it feel special, because it's not like what I would normally wear, but it feels like a party. And the shows are in the summer, and Lover is just summer vibes to me. So that's why we're doing Red and we're doing Lover. So step 1 is Inspo. A lot of people have put together huge Pinterest boards, websites, collages, everything of clothes inspo for Eras tour, and just outfits based on the different eras in general. So that is where we're going to start. We're going to do some research, and then we're gonna go shopping. But before all of that, I'd like to thank this video's sponsor, HelloFresh. Let's see what's in here.
Our dinner.
Yeah, it's our dinner. Do you remember what this is? It's not an apple. It's a lime.
No.
Why do you like lime? Oh, what are these?
Purple.
It's purple, yeah. It's a potato. It's a kind of sweet potato.
It's a potato.
Yeah.
Potato.
Yeah, you got a potato and you got a lime.
Potato. Potato. What?
Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. HelloFresh are a meal delivery service. I have been using them for years and absolutely love it. I honestly don't know what I would do without them. If you don't know how it works, they send you recipes and all of the exact ingredients that you need directly to your home. Recently, I've been using HelloFresh to try and branch out of my meat eating comfort zone and order more vegetarian meals. So this week we have veggie peanut noodle stir fry with green beans and tender stem broccoli, creamy korma lentils and sweet sweet potato with roasted tomatoes and mango chutney and garlic ciabatta. I love mango chutney. And then aloo gobi stew with green beans and yogurt. And I think today we're gonna cook the noodle stir fry because this also is one of their rapid range meals that can be cooked in 20 minutes or less. And as a working parent, I appreciate the meals that can be cooked very quickly and still taste delicious. As a family, we get the 4-person box, so there is always plenty for leftovers, and also if we have any friends or family coming to visit, then there's always enough food to go around. And our freezer is basically stocked full of HelloFresh leftovers, which is excellent for the days where we're not cooking. HelloFresh just takes one of the major tasks off our plate in terms of the daily routine as a family and with work. It's meal prep, it's the grocery shop, it's easy to follow recipes and tasty, nutritious meals all in one. It also helps me not get bored with what I eat. I love the variety of HelloFresh. I try so many new foods and cuisines and different meals and different ways of putting things together. No week is the same in this household in terms of what we eat, and I love that. I love being able to cook and of course also eat lots of different foods, and it's great with a toddler as well because it means that he's trying lots of different kinds of foods to varying degrees of success, but attempts are made and he is exposed to all of them, which is great. So if you want to try HelloFresh, then you can get 60% off your first box and 25% off for 2 months, including a bunch of free gifts when you use my code MORE60. Just click the link in my description, and this is an exclusive offer and available for a limited time only. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring, and back to the clothes shopping. Okay, so we're going to start with this website that somebody in my Patreon Discord server shared, which is the Eras Tour wardrobe. Someone has put together links to actual items that you can buy, but we're not going to buy anything because it's mostly just all high street fast fashion, but we're going to use it as our starting point for some inspiration. And maybe if there's anything that I'm like, oh, I love it, we can see if we can find it on Vinted secondhand. Welcome to Eras Tour wardrobe. Okay, choose your era. So we are choosing lava. Let's see what is in here. Oh my God. Yes, 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 and yes. This is the vibe. Pink sparkly jumpsuit. Is that what it's gonna have to be? Nasty gal. See, is nasty gal fast fashion? I don't know anymore. But if nasty gal have a lot of like sequin pink jumpsuits, we'll look it up. We'll look it up on Vinted. We'll see what we can find. But that is immediately screaming out to me. Also, like this 2-piece here, interesting. Not a fan of this. This is no. What else do we like? Hearts. I love a good love heart. Okay, this cardigan is incredible. That is amazing. Cider. I don't get good vibes from cider. Okay, and then pink cowboy boots. Really? I don't know if I would do pink cowboy boots, but yeah, basically a lot of pink, a lot of sequins. Okay, this is good information. Right, let's check out red. Red. Okay, love me some burgundy. These are cute. Again, oh my God, a mini red sequin dress. That feels very Christmas to me. And then the stripes, a lot of stripes, red trousers. See, red is an era that is actually a lot more casual. So gonna go mad dressy up, I think, vibes for lover. And then red, we can like, I still want to dress it up though. And we've got some men's options as well. Do I find myself some like love heart glasses? There's no like shoes here other than some like red trainers, but I kind of associate brogues with the red era as well. And I used to be a brogues gal. I don't know if that would work for me now, like, because I'm so short. But heeled brogues, are they a thing? Some heeled brogues? This is less exciting to me, but I can see what its intentions are. But we're gonna look at some other inspiration as well. Let's do this. So during my inspiration searches, I ended up collecting a lot more photos for the red era than for the lover era. And I think that's because I had a very clear and concise vision for lover. So I needed less images to help. But for the red era, I was feeling a lot more confused. So my clear vision for lover is some kind of multicolored sequin jumpsuit or mini dress. And then for red, I'm finding it more difficult because I'm like, how do I make this outfit a bit more like a special occasion, like going out outfit, and not just default to black shorts and a stripy top. But then I remembered that Taylor Swift wore so many 1950s swing dresses during that era. Like the dress that she wears in the Begin Again music video, and in so many interviews, she's wearing these like vintage style dresses, and I love that shape and style of dress. So I think that might be the way to go. And I have a red petticoat that I wore with my wedding dress, but it's quite a long one, so it depends on the vibe of the dress. And then I also remembered that I did have a 1950s like red polka dot dress that I got from Big Sister Swap, but it wasn't really my vibe and I ended up not wearing it a lot, so I actually ended up donating it back to Big Sister Swap. So I don't have that anymore. God damn it. Maybe I could reach out to them and be like, do you still have that dress? Has anyone else claimed it yet? So with this inspiration in mind, I took myself to Vinted. I started looking for sequins because I had a clear idea of what I wanted and this would ease me in. And I actually found that exact Nasty Gal jumpsuit that I really loved the look of, but I don't think I'll be getting it just because it is backless, and backless things are just not friendly for your big booby gals like myself. So that's a no-go. It's just not gonna happen. And it was £55 still, so it's just not worth it for the bra troubles. But there was a lot of promising things. There was one that I found that I'm obsessed with, but it's very thin straps. So I would have to either wear a bra that I'm like, whatever, bra showing, I love my bra, fine, or go a strapless bra route. But I've not worn a strapless bra in years. Like, I got to a point where I was like, strapless bras are dead to me. I just cannot be dealing with that anymore. But I feel like I got a couple of options there, and there is no shortage of multicolored sequiny things. So I feel confident that I'll find something. And then I moved on to cardigans. Like, I know that cardigan is like a whole thing from the folklore era, but I just couldn't get that like pink, chunky, floral knit crochet, I think, that was on that mood board from Cider. I actually, once again, found the exact cardigan. I found the exact one, but I just love the idea of wearing like a cute sequin mini dress and then maybe boots, like figuring out a boots situation, and then like having this like chunky knit cardigan layer on top. Like, that just feels so fun to me. Will it be too warm in the summer, or will I be like, yes, a layer, thank you, good? Not sure. But also on Vinted, there are so many amazing handmade cardigans. And so that is also an option. And then there was this person selling some crocheted items from this company called Wild Orange Tree. And then I went down a rabbit hole on their website, and oh my goodness, they're beautiful. They are stunning. But the cardigan version that this person is selling secondhand on Vinted is like £100. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. But they are gorgeous. And I think the like patchwork, crochet, chunky knit cardi thing, that is the vibe. That is the vibe. And I actually prefer them to the Cider floral cardigan. So that's the route that I'm feeling I want to take. I did try and see if I could find like a heart dress, like a cute heart dress, but there wasn't anything that good. And then I also checked out white trainers with like either rainbow or hearts, like multicolored elements on it. And once again, I found secondhand the exact Kurt Geiger trainers, the ones with the hearts on it, the multicolored hearts on it. Those exact trainers I saw on somebody's blog post when I was looking at my inspo. And there's a bunch of people selling those trainers. So that is an option. So is it trainers or do I go boots? I don't know. And then for red, I was searching for like red swing dresses, red 1950s style vintage tea dresses, like all of that stuff. And I just couldn't find anything that was like sparking joy or really taking my fancy. So I feel like I can build my entire lover outfit from Vinted, and then I just need to figure out like some accessories, like jewelry and a bag. But for red, we're gonna have to go to the shops. So the next day I found myself in Crouch End, and my first stop was Change of Heart, which is like a pre-loved fancy occasion dress shop, but I couldn't find anything red in there other than this one dress that was a bit more like autumnal vibes, and it also didn't fit, but the shop owner does do alterations, and so she pinned it at the back for me and gave me some shoes to try on with it, and it really was a vibe. I did quite like it, but in the end I decided not to get it because I just wasn't 100% on the neckline and the boobs area. But I also found this pink blazer jacket which just screamed lover to me. It was absolutely gorgeous. It fit so well, but I didn't get it because it wasn't part of my mood board, and also it was £120, so I didn't really feel like I could justify it. But oh my god, gorgeous, amazing. My next stop was Watermelon, which is another secondhand shop in Crouch End, and they just didn't have any dresses. It was not the season, but oh my goodness, they really pulled through in the trouser department. And this is when I started veering off plan, as you will see, but oh my goodness. I absolutely loved this skirt. It was really me, but it also was giving more like Evermore vibes. And I found these, oh my goodness, red leather trousers. Now I'm absolutely not going to be wearing red leather trousers to a concert in the summer, but I had to try them on. I also found some black shorts, which are fine, and this one actually ended up being a skirt that was too big for me. But the real winner were these pastel jeans. Oh my goodness, the moment I saw them, it just screamed lover to me. Lover! And this is when the Vinted sequin dress plan officially went in the bin, because I bought these trousers, and yes, they do need some alterations because they are too long and also too big at the waist. But my justification for this is that I'll be able to wear these jeans just normally in my everyday life. So then I perused some of Crouch End's charity shops where I did actually find some black sequin shorts, but they weren't in my size. And one shop had a red sequin ball gown that I definitely wasn't going to be wearing to the Eras tour, but I had to try on, and oh my goodness, putting this on was such a confidence boost because I looked delicious. Oh my goodness, I love this dress on me. But then I also stumbled across this top, and I tried it on with the pastel trousers, and this was it. Bam, it just all fit together for me. This was it. It was just sending loads of endorphins and dopamine and happy hormones to my brain, just like ding, 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 ding. This is it. This outfit feels to me what I would have worn to British Summertime for the Lover Tour in 2020. It just felt so right, I had to get it. So to complete the Lover look, I think I will get those Love Heart trainers on Vinted and one of the crocheted cardigans, and then that is Lover sorted. But I'm really having to go back to the drawing board for red. I really struggled to find anything that I wanted to wear that felt red era to me. This era is proving a lot more difficult than I expected. But I'm gonna try again, but if I can't find anything, then I may have to change era. I found a dress on Vinted that was giving me all too well 10-minute version, sad girl autumn version vibes. And it arrived, hold on. And like, it looks fine on me. And I've also ordered a pair of shoes that aren't the exact style, but the kind of vibe of the shoes that she wears for the red era on the Eras tour, just like chunky black. I think the ones that she wears are like loafers, but I've gone for like a heeled Oxford shoe. I don't know. But that's yet to arrive. But then I was thinking this with those shoes, I don't know. But then I was like, oh no, it's too casual. And I just keep on going back and forth on like fancy casual, fancy casual. And then I panic bought a red sequin dress on Vinted that's the same brand as that dress that I tried on in the shop that I ended up not getting. So who knows when that will arrive? Will it arrive in time for when I need to film this video? Not sure. But I've got one more shopping trip tomorrow, hopefully. I need it. I need it. And I've also ordered some accessories, some on Vinted and some earrings off of Etsy that would go with the like sad girl autumn vibes. But if I end up not going with that, I don't know. We shall see. The pieces are not falling into place. But in the meantime, my jeans for the Lover outfit are getting tailored and I should pick them up today, probably. And I only really have a bag left to find for that outfit. Can you see that chunky pink crocheted cardigan in the wardrobe? I feel like the Lover outfit is going to be really chaotic because like it's got a lot of elements and I don't think the elements necessarily go together, but if every single piece is like its own thing, then it'll work in my brain because it'll just be chaos. Pink Lover chaos, right? Wish me luck. All right, we have made it this far. The dress that I had ordered on Vinted, the sequiny red era one, did arrive. So we actually now have a couple of options for red because I had a panic, bought too many things. Really what I'm trying to get across in this video, because oh my goodness, I have seen so many incredible like handmade, homemade Eras Tour outfits. And this is not that. If it wasn't already obvious, I'm just managing everyone's expectations. This is very much not aspirational content. That's definitely something I find comfort in. Hopefully you do too. The outfits that I am putting together should hopefully feel very achievable for anyone. Maybe inspiring if you care to feel inspired by them, but definitely not aspirational. We're not there. Also, getting ready this morning, I accidentally put together a kind of midnight anti-hero outfit. This is what I wore for the childcare run. You may be thinking, not really, Hannah. You've got a bit of a like lavender haze crop jumper on, but hold on a second, hold on. I was getting too hot anyway. Yeah, when I put this on this morning, I was like, oh, I've accidentally dressed as the anti-hero music video, or my kind of version of it. But it was definitely giving me those vibes. So feels appropriate. So I've got my clothes, and also on this little table here, I have some accessories. And I think I'm ready to put together some outfits. There are still some question marks. We shall see. We shall see. But I think let's start with Lover, because that is the outfit that we kind of already know, and it's just putting together the final pieces. And then we'll come to you, Red. I think I might regret picking the red era. It was much harder than I anticipated. But here we go. Let's do it. Okay, this is my first time putting this all together and seeing it, and my goodness, I love it. I'm obsessed. It really does feel like a collage of lots of random pieces that like shouldn't go together, but because they're all kind of similar in vibe and colors, it doesn't really matter that they're not quite like cohesive. I cannot see anything in these glasses, so I'm just going to take them off. Don't mind me, just stick them up on my head. There we go. Okay, so what I thought I'd do, I'm going to talk you through each thing, and also I want to share how much I paid for everything, especially because I'm kind of embarrassed when it comes to this, because I like panic bought stuff, and I probably will be selling the stuff that I don't pick as like the outfit. And everything was either bought secondhand or by like a small indie business on Etsy or something. But what I found as I just like started going down the rabbit hole was that it just kept adding up and adding up and adding up. Because I was not just buying like a dress, I was putting together a whole new outfit, including accessories. And that adds up. So, but let me talk you through things. So, the jeans. So, I got these from that shop Watermelon in Crouch End, and I did end up getting them tailored. So, they cost me £30 plus £20 for the tailoring, taking them in at the waist and then shortening. But I love these. Dun, dun. I'm truly obsessed. And actually, many parts of this outfit I have just been wearing in my normal day-to-day life, including the shoes. I'm so happy about these shoes, other than the fact that I'm still wearing them in because they are giving me a bit of a blister on the back. But these have just basically become my new casual white trainer. So that's the other thing that I'm trying to keep in mind when I'm like adding up the cost of these things, is that a lot of this stuff I will just like wear generally. Price of the shoes. The shoes I got on Vinted for, I wrote it down. And this is including shipping because that adds up a lot. These are £25.99. Let's talk about the cardigan and then I'll take it off because it is warm in here. So this I also got on Vinted. The seller said it was handmade, crochet, and this is another one that I have been wearing just casually. It's a great spring layer and I'm obsessed. I don't know if I'm going to need it for an Eras Tour summer show, but it might be like that extra layer that I bring with me for like after the sun sets and like the journey home where I might feel a bit cold and want to like just add an extra layer. And this cardi cost £24.89. So as you can see, things are adding up quite quickly. I think we're already at like £100 easily on this outfit. Let's take this off. Ooh. Right, so this top I got in that charity shop that was like the piece in the puzzle that like fit this whole outfit together. This was new with tags, and so it was £10.50, which is kind of spenny for a charity shop, but I was just so besotted when I put these two together, I couldn't not. It is obviously like just too big for me and doesn't like fit well, but actually like I don't care. Like the slightly oversized and like the big boobs and the bra showing is kind of like part of the kind of like casual festival lover vibe that I want to go for. So I'm really happy about that. This is one I have not worn yet, just normally in my everyday life, but maybe it will get some opportunities this summer. Also, I can kind of imagine like maybe in the autumn, winter, if I like wear a long sleeve top underneath and then it becomes a kind of like funky waistcoat layer, like vibe. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, guys. So yeah, that was £10.50. Then the glasses that you can see on the top of my head, they're like pink love heart glasses. They were a Vinted find and they were £5.70. And yeah, I just think you got to have a bit of that to complete the look. And then I also have these love heart pink and red and orange. Is that orange in there? Pink and red, I'm not sure. Earrings, these are from Wild Clay. These were gifted because she's someone who watches these videos and offered to send me some earrings. But yeah, her earrings are amazing. I have loads of them and I love them so much. But I just thought adding these like love heart earrings tied in the lover era. And then this bag was actually a borrow from a friend. So I actually bought this bag for my friend Lena for her birthday a couple of years ago. And when I was like thinking about what bag to wear with this outfit, I was like, the rainbow bag. And so Lena very kindly sent me this bag, mostly to pose in it for this video. And then come the shows in the summer, we shall see. But she also sent it filled with some Taylor stickers. So thank you, Lena. Love that. But after she sent it, I remembered that I also have this like sparkly bum bag. I wore this to see the Spice Girls at Wembley Arena. So maybe it will get busted out for another Wembley gig. Only issue with this bum bag is that it's just very small. And because of my stoma, I always like to carry my emergency stoma kit around with me. And this bag has a lot more space in it. But I think either would like work with the outfit. Bum bag is a bit more festively, like a bit more like loosey-goosey, like freedom with the arms. So there we have it. The final piece though, the final thing to bring it all together, obviously some friendship bracelets. Now, one of these friendship bracelets was sent to me with one of the Etsy items that you'll see for the red outfit. And the other two friendship bracelets were just given to me when I went to see the Eras Tour movie at the cinema. There were just some girls there just like handing out Eras Tour bracelets. I know that she makes them and sells them, but I do not have the business card, unfortunately, to shout them out. But the ones that I got given are 1989 and New Romantics. I know not the era that I'm dressed as, but they are kind of like pink, so it works. And so there we have it. Got the friendship bracelets, got the lover glasses, got my hearts on the shoes as well. And then obviously we just need to do a little of the bum again. But yeah, and then of course, just like a bit like this. And then I put some pink lip gloss on, I don't know if you can tell. But there we have it. What do you think of my lover outfit? I mean, I love it. I love it. Been doing my posing for the B-roll and I completely forgot pink sparkly socks. And I already owned these and I just thought that they would be a little nice addition to the whole thing. Okay, so total added up cost of my lover outfit actually wasn't as bad as I was expecting as I was reading out all of the costs of the individual items. It comes to £117.08, which, when I'm thinking about the fact that the jeans and the shoes and the cardigan are things that I'm already incorporating into like my general wardrobe, great. Cost per wear. Keep that cost per wear down. Down. Right. Okay, now onto something slightly more complicated because we've got a few different versions to try on. It's time to enter the red era. All right, folks, here's the thing. This was the red outfit that I was the least confident about liking. Like, this was the first dress that I got, and I was like, no, not gonna work. And that's why I then had a panic and spent loads more money. But putting it together with the accessories, with the red lip, suddenly I'm like, she's a contender. Okay, I'm not convinced on the fit. I don't think it works super well on the boobs. Like in this case, this is funny. I've got less bra showing in this than I did in the other top. And yet this is more bothersome to me. It's just all about the vibe. Like, this is the kind of dress where I don't want a bra showing. But hey ho, here we are. So let's talk you through this. This outfit also doesn't have pockets, so that's just going to be a theme with the red ones. So the dress I got from Vinted for £5.99, and then it was really giving me sad girl autumn version of All Too Well, like not the 22 party version of red, although that's kind of what the sunglasses are giving, the sad autumn version of red. And so to kind of go with that vibe, I found these gorgeous like autumnal leaf earrings on Etsy, and these were £5.99 also. There you go. Now the shoes are just going to be a staple throughout all of the red contender outfits. I wanted to go with something that was similar to the shoes that she wears on tour, but I didn't want loafers, and I knew I wanted something with a slight heel, and again, something that I could incorporate just generally into my wardrobe and wear them as I do in my everyday life. And these have been a real win. Granted, I'm not wearing socks with them right now. I would not do that to a gig. I can already feel my feet getting sticky. I would either wear like the kind of socks that you wouldn't be able to see at all, or I might get some of those kind of like come up to here, like frilly, like a little like frill, a little white frill, like schoolgirl. I don't know. Again, spitballing here. But I'm a big fan of these. I don't know, Oxfords, what are they? Black shoes. And very versatile and very comfy. But I found these on Vinted and they were £24.89. Then our sunglasses here, these massive red gorgeous love heart sunglasses, these I also found on Vinted and they were, where are you, £9.14. Then I don't know if you can see from all the way over there, but I found this like knitted scarf pin on Etsy, and look how cute it is. Just like the All Too Well red scarf. I love this as like just a little accessory because the shows are in the summer. I have the like Taylor Swift merchandise All Too Well red scarf. I'm not wearing that in June, in August. No. But I got this and I'm so happy with it. The accessories basically will appear across all of the outfits. It's just mainly the dress that will change. So the pin was £4.49. And then the final part of this outfit, which again is going to be part of every outfit, is my red bag, which is exactly the same bag as the rainbow one because I bought it at the same time for myself when I bought Lena the rainbow bag. So honestly, like it is a contender, but it's definitely more casual, sad girl autumn and all that with like the leaf earrings and the slightly more casual dress. I'm not 100% sure if I'll keep the dress. I'm going to see like if it gets worn in the next like 6 months or so, and then shall make a decision. But here is red outfit 1. What do we think? Okay, this is a very different vibe. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 32. Jesus fucking Christ. Right, yes, I know the top is not red. When I picked this up in the charity shop, this was just a spur of the moment thing. I went in to see if I could find anything, any more inspiration, and I saw this and I thought it was red. But now I'm home and I'm pairing it with red accessories. It is not red. It is a pinky red at best. But with the shorts, these are just some black shorts that I use for stopping the old chub rub in the summer months. And then the shoes and all the other accessories, like, I think this qualifies as like a red era inspired outfit, even if it's pink. I make the rules here. I make the rules. So this was £6 from the charity shop. And then the only other new addition is these Fuck the Patriarchy red love heart earrings. My assistant Moog found these. There's this shop called, I think, Pixie Wand. And yeah, she just makes all of these Taylor Swift inspired jewelry, key rings, and then other things as well. But I was just there for the Taylor Swift stuff. And I got myself these. And these cost £21.99. And then, of course, scarf pin, red bag, shoes, boom, glasses, boom, red lips, boom. I love this. I could definitely party at the Eras tour in this. I'm actually now just realizing that I haven't got myself like a layer, like a warmer layer for the travel there and back for the red outfit. Alas, I will just have to suffer, or just it'll be very warm and it won't matter. But also sequins, very heavy and warm because you've got like the outer layer and then like the inner layer as well. And this one's not so bad, but as we'll see from the other one, this is actually quite heavy. But let me just take these off. I like it. Kept the friendship bracelets on. I don't know. Obviously, we've just got like the one lover outfit, but I'm going to have to ask you guys in the comments to let me know which of the red outfits is best. And we still have one more to go. All right, here we are. Once again, a different vibe entirely. And actually, I kind of thought that this might have been the winner because this was the like expensive dress that I was waiting to arrive. But I think there's something very confused about this outfit. And the thing that really stands out to me is that this little knitted scarf pin, all too well scarf pin, no longer looks like a casual Taylor Swift reference. It now looks like some sort of breast cancer ribbon or like the red poppy. Like there's something about the more like formal look of this dress that this now is like a political or like it's like a cause. It's not just the all too well red scarf. It's like, oh, what's that? Like, oh, what's that for? Like, what are you raising money for? What's the awareness campaign? Like that's the vibe that it's giving off to me. I don't know about you, but I love how this dress looks generally on me. I just think as a whole thing, I don't think it works. I think these accessories work so much better with the like loose, more cash, don't know about you, but I'm feeling 32 vibes. Whereas this is, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 32 and I don't know who Taylor Swift is vibes. I don't know. There's something that is just not quite working for me. And yes, this dress is very fitted and it is very heavy. And so I think a summer 3.5 hour long show is not the one for it. But I do think I'm going to keep it because it could be a nice like Christmas season party dress, or just like any season party dress, you know? This was the singular most expensive thing that I bought, and it cost £56.79, including shipping, from Vinted. I found this because it is the same brand as that first dress that I tried on in the fancy shop that I was umming and ahhing about and ended up not getting. But I was a fan of it in theory, and so I looked up on Vinted the brand, which I think was called like Lacin something. I'll put it in the description. And so I just searched that brand and in my size, and this came up. And I'm very pleased with it as a purchase in general, just not for this experiment. So in terms of total money spent on my experiments with the red outfits, that total came to £135.28. So not all that much more than the lover outfit. I just realized as well that this bum bag could also work really well with that outfit too. But I also kind of like having all red accessories. That makes me happy. But I want to calculate the cost of the outfit that I think is the best one. So the total of the red outfit that is the winner for me is actually £66.51. So like half the price of the lover outfit. So there we go. I think I know which is my winner for the red outfit, but Curious to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching this video and indulging me in my process of trying to figure out what on earth to wear to the Eras tour. There's still a few months out, so anything could happen, but it feels good to know that I've got my options, got my outfits. Her new album, The Tortured Poets Department, will be out by the time this video comes out, but I'm obviously filming this before it comes out. So how is it? What's it like? If you want to chat Taylor Swift album, new music, all of that kind of stuff with me and other folks in our community, we have a whole channel dedicated to Taylor Swift in the Patreon Discord server. So I'm sure we will all be in there sharing our thoughts and opinions and sometimes theories about Taylor Swift and her music. And of course, sharing our Eras tour outfits. And of course, thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Don't forget, you can use my link in the description or the code MOREHANNAH to get 60% off your first box and then 25% off for the next 2 months, plus some free gifts. This is an exclusive offer and available for a limited time only, so check it out. I hope that you're doing well, all too well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.